Boom. What's going down, boys? We got Anthony, Adam, Brian, what's up, what's up? Lauren, what's going down? What up, Thomas? Well, sweet, man. Howard, what's going down? What's the Yama Blapper? Aloha, brother. Hawaii? Then we got Big Feist. He gets off work like 15 minutes halfway through. He always makes it though. That's pretty sweet. So what's been going down? How's you guys' week been? What up, bro? Reading some of the comments. Tell Feist, shoes. Guys can ride much. What up? We got Jesse from Wisconsin. I was out of town for like 4 days. LL. Nico, what up, brother? So Nico's our boy. He just got his product today. He's out in Canada, so it took a little bit longer for him to get his Moto Monday giveaway, but he just got it today. Saw the post. Posted good, dude. It was good. It was a family trip. Grandma turned 90 back in June, and obviously with the whole pandemic and everything, we kind of had to let things settle down. So we got together, November here to celebrate her birthday. So it's good. That's my mom's side of the family. It's my mom's mom. So I don't get to see that side of the family a whole ton. Everyone's spread out. She has 5 brothers and sisters, and everyone's all over the country. And I got tons of cousins, and all my cousins are having kids now. So the family's huge. You got a big family on that side. But good to go hang and kick it with all those guys. Super cool to see him. And Grandma's doing good. She's going strong at 90. She was dancing, and she was classic. She was like, as soon as she got done cutting the cake, she's like, turn on the music. I want to dance. And she put on, seriously put on, I don't even think it was 50s music because there wasn't stuff Big Feist listened to. This was like 30s or 40 music. Like, I remember this stuff was super old school. And she was, but yeah, man, so that was good. And like I said, got back today, and shoot. Today was just a busy day, like coming, you know how it is. Anytime you leave town, you come back to a stack of mail. You got to go through the mail, pay all the bills, get top on the game, get back on top of the game, and get ready. I got a class coming up here this weekend, and that was already in.
It's buffering.
Is it?
And because look what you did.
What?
You got a whole white wall in there.
Are you guys? Is it Mel saying it's not working correctly? I don't know why.
It's just been buffering.
Because I'm plugged directly into the internet. Should be good.
I think it's because you've got it so
No, it don't matter.
tangled.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Power can't get through.
No. But hopefully you guys can hear me all right.
I mean, look at it. Just keeps locking up.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Well, we'll just keep it going. Hopefully it doesn't lock. I don't know. It locked up last week and kicked everybody. Oh. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't do that. Oh. Are we back in the game here? That's good. Doing the same as last week. That's Trump's fault. Someone's going. No, go up a hair. Go. You had it perfect. Go up a hair. Go up a hair. Go up. That's good. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't... Gotta pay for the Fios bill. Dude, we got the best internet. We even, like...
Quote, unquote.
Yeah, supposedly. We got the best internet connection there is, but... we haven't been impressed ever since they told us that. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, because we might have to make a phone call tomorrow and see why it's jacking up. But hey, we'll try to get going. If it gets too bad and kicks us off, we'll just have to try to fix it and come back next week. I know it kicked us off right at the end last week, but we're set up the same as we're always.
Turn off Wi-Fi. See if that.
How?
That's on your list of to-dos.
All right, Mel's giving us some tips here. Maybe that was the issue. All right, so hey, what up? Welcome to Moto Monday. Oh, what happened? Did you guys see that? Let me try that one again. Can I get it? Yeah, there it is. Moto Mondays, yo. We're off to a good start here. Man, I must be rusty. Just got back in town and feeling a little rusty. Well, what's up, guys? I'm Ronnie Faisst. If you're brand new here, we do this every week, 7 p.m. Every Monday, talk about moto, talk about motocross, talk about freestyle motocross, whatever. Bike setup, anything that's moto related. Kick it for an hour, do live Q&A. You can send in your questions with the question mark so I can find them outside of the comments. If you want any info on motocross schools or want to buy some moto merch, you can find it at ronniefeistmx.com. And a little quick update on the November class. It looks like it's going to be warm, man. The weather's looking good. Slight chance of rain, but that could be hit or miss here in the Kansas City area. So I'm going for it. It's going to be 60. And the chance of rain is like 40%. So last time I looked anyway. So, hey, 2 spots available. Anybody wants to come to the November 14th class, looking to be the last one of the year here in the Midwest. And even if we get a little bit of rain, it's going to get crazy. Like, it says 40%, so, but I'm just saying, if it rains a little bit and it's slick, we're running it. So if you guys want to, anybody's interested, we in the game. AT&T is canceled? What, is this not even live? Am I live? I don't even know if you guys can see me. L just put AT&T is canceled. What does that mean? All right, well, hey, I'm scrolling to the top. I'm going to start answering questions. Hopefully you guys can see me. Can you guys see me? All right. Okay, I might be doing this one. Maybe I'm doing this one by myself. Separate the questions from, well, Howard, dude, sorry about to hear about your system. Let's show some love for Howard here. It's been a rough week. Sister passed away. I'm trying to handle everything. Lord, we just ask that you would just bless the Patterson family and just be with them in this time of great need. Lord, you say you're close to the broken heart, and pray God gives you strength and peace through this. All right, I'm hoping I'm still alive. All right, I just saw a thumbs up go up, so I'm hoping I'm still connected, because I wasn't sure for a second. All right, so non-motor related question. That's all good. We do what we do here. We can still, let's see. But when do you and Mel set up Christmas lights in your house? When you set up, we actually don't set up Christmas lights because we don't have any. But we do put up a tree and put lights on the tree. And would you ever be interested in coming to Wisconsin to come to our Eve of Destruction and do tricks for the fans? I honestly, I don't ride free. If that's a freestyle demo, I don't do freestyle demos anymore. Just because I don't get to ride freestyle. I mean, I don't have a ramp set up. I don't have a bike set up for freestyle. And freestyle is something you need to do all the time. So because I can't practice, I wouldn't be able to just show up and just go for it and come up there to do some tricks for the fans. Dude, I'm basically retired from freestyle. If I get a ramp set up one day and I can polish up a few good tricks, man, I would consider doing stuff like that. But I honestly hit a ramp one time in the last 2 years. And that I got to hit it back in March real quick. And definitely was rusty. Out there, I'd probably look like a squid because they're going to be throwing down some big stuff. Yeah, so let's see. I'm just laughing at the comment one. Someone said Ronnie Mel running dial-up. Dude, I'm telling you, got the best stuff. They just I think that's funny. I don't know. Let's see, we got Mike here. He says, are you and J-Law the only ones that went anywhere from Jersey? Am I actually? So J-Law is Jason Lawrence, and so I'm thinking moto-wise. I mean, it depends what you want to call like going somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, because there's been some really fast dudes that people know that are still doing stuff. I'm trying to think on the Jersey side. I mean, I know there's up and comer Richards. I'm going to pull him up on Instagram right now because I'm going to give you his first name. I follow him. He's from Jersey. He's a young 80 rider. Richards. I know I follow him. Canyon Richards, 316. This kid right here, if you guys can never see with anyway, can never see with the glare. But this dude rips. He's from Jersey. He actually rides. His dad bought a pit where I used to practice in EHD. That's what I'm assuming. They built a track in there. He has a 6 Supercross track, but the kid's really good. So he's coming up. And I feel like there's another dude that's current that's from Jersey that's on bigger bikes, and he has a really sick whip. I can't think of his name right now. And I know he's rode out at his spot, so maybe I can find a quick post of him This dude's bad. You should follow his page if I can find him. But anyway, Barry Karsten is a super OG dude from Jersey. And dude still races Loretta's in the 40 and 50 class and still gets like top 5 every year. So there's a dude who's been around for a gazillion years from Jersey. I mean, there's a ton of like really fast pro guys. Anyway, I was looking for a picture of that other dude because I know he rides with this guy, but I'm just seeing all of him anyway. Anyway, I'll look him up. Maybe I can leave it in the comments. Somebody wants to know, but he's really good. I just can't think of his name right now. Really good whip dude. Tessa. So Tessa is. Am I saying that right? Tessa. So we're gonna get Tessa up here. So. That's Nico's wife. So, oh yeah, right here. She says, yeah. So thanks for sending it. So it's Tessa from Canada. Thank you for sending the shirt to my husband, Nico. Yeah. So I got you guys both up. So yeah, you guys are welcome, man. Thanks for. Yes. I was making fun of the thing. V Dubsky, come. It's locking up again, huh? Dang, I don't know what's up with this thing. But if you guys can see me, we got V Dub up here. It says not a question. Oh wait. What happened? Where'd V Dusky go? Here he is. He says, I'm having a rough migraine Monday. Not sure if I'm going to be able for the full hour. Wanted to wish you all a good week and much love and prayers. And happy birthday, Big Fight. So yeah, V Dubs, thanks for always being here, dude. Go get some rest, man. Praying for that headache to go away in the name of Jesus, baby. So, but thank you for all your generosity and love, V Dub. We'll miss you tonight, bro. Yesterday was Big Feist's birthday. So, Big Feist is doing big things. And he got another deer. Shot another buck. He got a buck. All right, so let's just get Brian up here. It says, not a question, but a comment. I was at the gas station and a few guys noticed Just Pin It sticker on my bike and they loved it. Yeah, that's what's up, dude. That's cool, man. Well, thanks for representing with the Just Pin It sticker. Steven up here. I says, all right, so Steven says, what up, Ronnie? Would you guys mess with your suspension when riding back in the day? Yo, yes. So if obviously I'm considering or thinking this is geared towards freestyle. We made our suspension super stiff. So for a freestyle bike, it's stiffer than a Supercross setting, but you could ride freestyle with a Supercross setting. So some of the guys have freestyle settings on hand. If you go to like a suspension guy, say, hey, give me a freestyle setting. A lot of guys out in California because all the freestyle guys live out there. But a lot of people in other parts of the country don't, and they'll be like, oh, well, they don't necessarily have one on hand. So just tell them, give me your Supercross setting, or make it a little bit stiffer than your Supercross setting, and you'll be good. But what are good size tabletops for smaller tracks that are challenging but still safe for everyone to clear? So a good size tabletop, safe, I would say, like 40 to 50 feet is probably pretty chill and safe. You know what I mean? Like, especially on a big bike. If you're on 250F or 450, 45, 50 feet, like, you could cruise that real mellow in second gear and be super safe. So I think somewhere in that range. Because if it's too small, it's too easy. You have to slow down so much, you end up over jumping it. But figure a freestyle ramp at 75 foot to the sweet spot, and that's still second gear on a big bike, on a 450 at least. They hit it third gear on a 250 4-stroke, but still just raw. So if you would chop 30 foot off that thing, you would have a jump that you could hit pretty mellow. So and anything smaller than that, I think it'd just be almost too small for you. So I'd shoot in that purpose. If you put a question up and I don't necessarily see the things, I might have scrolled right by it. I don't want to skip nobody. So let me get you up here. So we got Henry. What's up, Henry? It says, is it just me, or does Raw have that late 90s? I should do. No, I agree. He does. He's got the black bike. He's all blacked out. It kind of has that. It kind of reminds me of Link Hogo a little bit for some reason when I'm watching Rye, but he does. I'll agree with you 100%. He's cool though. I like Raw. He was out here in Kansas a couple of weeks ago for that Red Bull event, and I got to kick it with him. So. And that was the first time I got to like hang out with him. I see him at X Games and Summer X Games and stuff, but I'm there, so it's not like And I'm a judge when I'm there, so I always got to go in the back. So I didn't get to hang out with him too much at X Games. So cool to kick it with him in a different atmosphere, a little bit more chill, a little free ride competition. All right, so let's get Big Jeff up here. What's up, Jeffrey? He says, when are you going to release some beanies? I'm going to Canada in a few months. I need to keep the dome toasty. We are working, we have the beanies here. We're just trying to get the embroidery done right. And to be honest with you, we had a whole batch done. They just didn't come out. We didn't like them. So we always were like, we ain't gonna sell these. I was so bummed because originally they were supposed to give me a sample. That's how you do it. You do it, make a sample, show me, I approve it, then do the right. They did the whole batch, never even sent me approval. So we basically had a whole bunch of beanies we couldn't do nothing with. And then we were like, should we just give them out as giveaways? Because we're like, what are we gonna do with all these beanies? They're already done. They're already. But we didn't want to even give them out because I didn't like the embroidery, and I didn't want people to think that that's what our product looked like. So I didn't even want to give them out as freebies. I was bummed on it. But we're working on. We have them in stock. It's just a point. We just got to get the embroidery done right, and once we get that done, we will have them on the site. Same hat as this, but it has red bill, red little buckle on the back. Those are coming out, and we have the garage banners should be in. I might have them in this week. While the winter, are you riding snow bikes or using a timber sled on the 450? During the winter, here in Kansas, it actually doesn't even snow enough. It does snow, but it doesn't snow enough to actually use a timber sled and ride in the snow. So most and I don't even have one now. Like I had one for my 16 and it was for that bike. So obviously I sold that bike. So I sold the kit, the timber sled kit that went to that. So I don't have one. So I probably won't be doing much to get out of the cold, to be honest with you. Let's go ride out in the back hills with a timber sled kit. It is super fun. Definitely take advantage of that. All right, so we got Anthony here. What is the best way to check free sag if you don't have one? No one to help you. Use a mirror scan. Dude, it's a two-man job. Like, to be honest with you, I don't think you can. Like, I know, huh? I mean, if you're just doing free sag, all right, so if you really just want to try to pull off free sag, like as far as like put your bike on the stand, measure it on the stand, pull the bike off the stand, push down on it a little bit, let it kind of like settle in or whatever. Maybe you don't even want to push down on it. Maybe just take it off the stand and lean it against the thing and then measure it. But I don't know how accurate it's going to be because when you do the sag, you should be sitting on the bike in your gear with your feet on the pegs. So it's almost like a three-man job because someone kind of has to balance you. Unless I always hold, here's the deal. I always hold, just balance yourself. So you can kind of like hold yourself on the wall, or in my garage, I got this kind of like a beam, like this pole runs down. I can just hold on to that. But you want to be full gear, feet on the pegs. And so it is a two-man job. So I would see, call one of your buddies. Say, dude, I need you for 20 minutes. Come help me for a second. Just measure to see how much it went down off of free sag. I've always done it sitting on the bike. So I'm sure you got somebody to come help you. All right, so we got, I don't even know how to say it, brother, but we got you up here. SLPN 9T number 1. It says, do you know what they're doing with the Red Bull Imagination course? Is it one off-field or comp? Is it staying there? As far as I know, it's staying there, but it's on private property, and I don't think anybody's going to be able to ride it, as far as I know, because you can't get in there. It's locked up. It's behind somebody's personal gate, and you got to have the gate code to be ride it. So it'll probably, if they come back and do it next year, they'll have to probably redo everything and add to it. But I think it's off limits for the most part. What up, Dan? What's up, my brother? He says, I'm late, but had to take a break from Monday Night Football for Moto Monday. Happy birthday, Big Price. Well, that's cool, man. Who's playing tonight? I think Mel's downstairs probably double dipping. She probably has the computer open, watching football, hanging out with us. I don't know who's playing. I missed the Chiefs games yesterday because I was flying home from Atlanta. And I heard it was a really good game, but I missed it. I got to the airport, and obviously I'm in Atlanta, so they had the Atlanta game on. And then as soon as the Atlanta game on, they had the Seahawks game on. As soon as the Seahawks game on, got finished, they put the KC game on. The only thing I saw was the dude at the end. I watched the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs. But I've been missing. Mel doesn't miss. She loves it. Here we go. Let's see to get Dan V back up here. Back to back. It says, have you ridden a snow bike out in some trails? My buddy in Idaho has one. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's where I wrote. Did I ride in Idaho? Is that where I rode, Mel? Mel knows where I ride. I always get them mixed up. Yeah, I rode in Idaho too. That's where Timber Sled's from. So I went to Idaho to the Timber Sled headquarters, and the owners took me out on backcountry full powder ride, and it was seriously the most fun I've had in the winter on a dirt bike. Like if I lived a place where it snowed like that, I would have a bike set up with a kit that stayed like that, and I would never take it off. And I'd go, it is so fun. Like I'm telling you guys, if you get a chance to go ride a snow bike, you have to do it. It's awkward if you're on packed snow, like X Games, or if you go race it where the snow's compacted, they handle really awkward and weird. They're harder to ride. Not as much fun, but still fun. But if you go ride backcountry powder, it is seriously, it's so fun. Like Deegan got to go do it after Winter X Games one year. He stayed a couple extra days and he hooked up with I think Chris. How do you say his last name? Chris Brennett? Is it Brennett? Anyway, he lives out in Colorado and he has a bunch. He's a super cool dude. Snowmobile guy. And Deegan said the same thing. Dude, I loved it. It was the funnest thing ever. It is. You gotta, if you get the chance, go. And then just lay it over, and in the powder, that front, it's like a little mini ski board, almost like a little mini skate deck on the front, and it lays over and it'll just carve through. You can just do a 180, feet on the pegs, and then turning the bars. All right, we saw Garth. Like I said, if I missed your question, I'm getting Garth up here. I just see what do you think, so I saw that was a question. But if I missed your question, throw it back up and throw the question marks up so I can pick it out from the comments. But I saw this one, so make sure we get Garth up here. It says, what do you think of the new Supercross schedule for next season? No A1. I'm bummed that there's no A1, 2, and 3, and no San Diego. I'm bummed there's no California rounds, because I was hoping to go to California during the winter and watch some Supercross and ride and do some classes. And so that's not going to happen now. So I'm not super pumped on the schedule. But at the same time, like, hey, it's not all about me, right? It's about these dudes getting in the races, and they're probably trying to just make the best of the best with the current situations, with everything that's going on in this year. So it's probably I'm sure it was the only thing that they could make happen, because to me, like the A1, 2, and 3, they're always sold out. Like, what promoter wouldn't want to do an event where he knows he's selling it out every single time he does it? So it must have just, I'm sure they didn't want to drop those for nothing, So the only thing they could, but I know, I didn't stare at I know there's some Texas rounds. I can't remember. I just kind of glanced at it. But are they back? Are they like back to back? Like, do we do like 3 rounds in a row at one place? Is it still was it like that? Row. And were they on the weekends or are they during the week? I can't remember. All right, so let's get Eric up here. It says, much love, Ronnie and Mel. Do you like riding 4 strokes more, or do you think you'll ever go back to 2 strokes? I'm definitely a 4-stroke guy. I love my 4 strokes. So I'll probably stay on them. Super fun for me. But hey, I'm not opposed to having a 2-stroke in the lineup if I ever got to that point. But my next bike is going to be, I'm going to keep my 18 that I have and probably get a 20 or 21. We'll see. Whatever one I get a better deal on, that's which way I'm going. I'm probably going to get a Husqvarna 450. And as long as there's not as long as they didn't change, if they didn't change much from the 20 to 21, I'll just see which one I get a better deal on. But if they did, I don't know how much. If they didn't really change anything, then it don't really matter to me. But if they did, I'll probably go with the 21 just to have the most updated stuff. That's what I'm looking to do. And I would like eventually to make my 18 a freestyle bike and have a little freestyle setup to ride, or arena cross setup, a little stiffer bike, and then make my new one. I like to send the suspension out and get it done. I've been riding a stock bike for like the last 2 years, so it might be good to get some good outdoor suspension and make that bike a little bit good. All right, so he said, like, we got V-Dog up here. He said, Deegan did his first live in a while the other night. I told him a big thank you for introducing me to you and your family. Had some great things to say about you and how much of a stand-up guy you are. Well, that's good, man. A little shout out from Deegan. Me and Deegan been friends for a long time, so we've always. Do you know who is the real Ronnie Mac? Who is it? I know you guys know. Put it up there. Someone comment. Because I don't want to mess it up. Who is it? I know Deegan knows. Who's the real Ronnie Mac? Somebody know? As soon as you say his name, I'm going to be like, that's right. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But he's a Midwest guy. I know that. He's from the Midwest. Big Bang here. He said, you still got the 07 CR250. I wish I did. To be honest with you, I wish I did, but I don't. I sold all my Honda two-strokes, and that's one thing I do look back on. Man, that was dumb. I should have kept one. At least one. I might eventually. The bike. I should have kept that bike. I won't mind having that and redoing it. But if not, maybe I'll just get a 07, just whatever, get a 06, 07 and just redo it and put it in the garage just as for looks, just to have it and make it like a mock-up bike, make it look like my bike. We'll see. All right, so we got Austin here. It says, hey, Ronnie, I'd like to talk to you about freestyle motocross. I'm heading to Cali here soon, quitting my job and risking everything to head to Cali. Yep, I know what that's like, brother. He says, know anyone who'd be willing to help out a young man? Man, I mean, I feel like everybody in Cali is pretty cool. So the thing is now, man, there's no like public freestyle spots. That's the hardest thing about freestyle is there's no public spots, because Paula used to have a place for wood ramp set up, and that's the perfect place. Is the perfect place to go meet some of the guys. Is go to Paula, ride with them, and say what up and get to know them, And then once you know a couple guys, then you get some invites to go ride, because most of the stuff out there is all private. So it makes it harder for anyone, amateurs, to come up through the ranks when there's no place to go ride freestyle. The only people that have freestyle parks are usually the pros. But I would say, man, honestly, I'd go out to the local track and you see some of the freestyle guys out there, just go introduce yourself and say what up. Everyone's pretty cool for the most part. But the bummer thing is like I said, there's nowhere to just. Things going a long time ago. We started this association called the AFMXA, the American Freestyle Motocross Association, and that's what we were trying to do. We were trying to create an amateur series, because we knew, like, we created this sport, yet there's no amateur ranks in sports. It's hard for sports to survive without having young new talent coming up. And how can you bring up new talent? When X Games at that time, like, it used to be, you used to have a qualifier for X Games, but then eventually they stopped doing that, and they still don't have a qualifier now. So it's invite only. So unless you are known, it's really hard to even get into X Games. So, but if we had some type of amateur series, that could be a perfect place for guys to get noticed, to where X Games be like, hey, that dude's been winning the amateur series. Let's bring him up and put him, give him a chance at X Games. But we did it. It didn't land with it. So. Really good concept. Lost you guys for a second. But anyway. Sorry. I don't know where I lost you. I know everybody's saying, hey, I lost you. Couldn't hear what you're saying. I was talking. So I don't know how far, I don't know when that shut off.
We're calling Spectrum first thing.
All right. Here's the deal. If you can hear me, we are calling our internet company tomorrow and tell them they suck. And we're changing.
They're awful.
Terrible, dude. Like, why does this keep crashing? This is so bad. Plugged into the modem. Who do we have? Verizon?
I think we have AT&T.
AT&T. Terrible. I'm giving you bad reviews right now. Moto Monday, AT&T gets the boot. Tomorrow we're dropping you. Canceled. We're going to switch it. We're going to Verizon.
We have Spectrum.
Spectrum. All right, well, maybe we'll try that. But anyway. Amateur series for the freestyle motocross would be great if someone could create that, because the sport needs a place for young people to come up. There's tons of people out there that want to ride freestyle, don't have places to practice, don't have nowhere to get noticed, and so it's would be cool if that was available. So I end up skipping you. If I end up skipping you, put it back up. Here, I got Nico. I'm seeing this one, and like I said, put yours back up if I missed it, because when it crashed, I lost my spot. What FMX tricks do you think is most difficult to learn? Backflips, like Tom Pizage, does look crazy hard. Oh, bike flip, not backflip. Bike flip. Yes, I'd say that's probably one of the toughest ones ever to learn to do. That's why you don't see one guy do it. I would say 360s are up there. Bike flip for sure. One only done. And then even the 540. Taka learned that trick, and Taka told me it was one of the hardest tricks he learned how to do. And Taka can do every single trick. Everything. And he can do them good. So for Taka to say that means it's hard. 540 up in the game too. Yes, sir. All right, so let's get Steve here. Oh, what? All right. He says, I'm having a bit of trouble jumping. I'm 5'5", 150 pounds. I have an 07 CRF 450. I do find myself chopping the throttle at the base of the jump. You think my lack of commitment is my issue? Yeah, I would think. Yeah, most of the time, confidence is always, when jumping, confidence is always playing into the picture, because if you're not confident, you're hesitant, and chopping the throttle, and you come up with a bunch of speed, but then chop it and it could buck you. So be careful on chopping the gas. The best thing to do is just to stay steady. Come in, good body position. Make sure you're neutral on the bike, head up over the crossbar, standing up, slight bend in the knees. Attack position. And then as you get to the lip, just either stay completely steady, so where you're up, and once you don't let off until you leave it, or as you get to the lip, you can always roll into it. So picture your front tire getting to the bottom of the transition. As that front tire gets to the transition, roll in gas just a little bit more, so you're steady. And that little bit just helps kind of boost you off nice and straight. But body position is key. If you got good body position and you're not doing anything crazy with the throttle, your bike should naturally jump and just go level. And then, like I said, obviously when you start jumping tabletops and doubles, you're gonna want to angle the bike a little bit because of the transition, and you just do that with body position. You should be forward, so the bike tends to jump with the nose down a little bit. But yeah, find a nice safe jump. As I say, if you're just getting started and you just want to learn how to jump, you find a super mellow single. Find a single, you just jump out into the flats and just get used to just jumping the bike. And then once you're comfortable on that, find a nice safe tabletop. And then jump to the middle, jump 3/4, and then start to time it. And then once you start getting good and comfortable with that, then move on to a double and stuff. But if you're just getting started, try to avoid short little peaky doubles or big doubles, because it's going to take time and more experience to grease that jump. And then once you crash, when you're learning, it kills your confidence, and then you're a little bit nervous about trying again. So we want to try to avoid crashing and making mistakes, because it's just a confidence killer. We want to build confidence. So easy jumps is the easy way to build confidence, and a better way to avoid crashing. So start simple. Where's your sweet Shaway hat? So we got Kenny Gus hats. So yeah, all right, you're right. I got some. I do have some Shaway hats, and I got some Shaway shirts. I'm going to throw them up on the site and do like a throwback Thursday. So we actually, I need to do that. I need to get on that. You're right. I'm getting that up there. So be on the lookout there. We're gonna put them up, discounted, and keep them cheap. But we did some giveaways. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and we gave some Shaway stuff away. So a couple people got some Shaway stuff, but we got it. I think it looks cool, to be honest with you. I like it. I was looking at it, I'm like, I'll wear this shirt. It looks sick. It's like Japanese tattoo style. All right, so we got Big Nate here. He said, would you come to Michigan and ride a sled? Do you do some boondocking? Sled like snowmobile? That's what I'm assuming. Hey, I've never even rode one, to be honest with you, but I'm open to ride sleds. I don't know what boondocking is. Does that mean just out in the boonies? But I'm down. Hey, I was with Axel Hodges when we were practicing for Winter X Games, and he rode one, and he said it was awkward. He said, dude, he said it was the weirdest thing he ever rode. So it's probably harder than it looks, huh? Riding snowmobiles. Yeah, so here's another one. Have I ever had an opportunity to ride a snowmobile? I haven't. I haven't had the opportunity. But like I said, I'm always down to go try something new. I mean, they look fun, but like I said, I heard they're more awkward than you think. And when you watch guys ride them, they ride them good. They rip on them. Like, those dudes, like, seriously fast. I watched guys race them when I had to go up to Winter X Games. And even at the qualifier, I had to go to this qualifier at ERX in Minnesota. And these dudes were ripping on them, like seriously shredding. I was like, this is crazy. All right, so we got a little super chat here. Jeremy, he says, thanks for taking the time to do the lives. You got it, brother. Thanks for being here. Thank all you guys for being here. And yeah, man, we do it every Monday. Maybe, wait, what is, what do you mean pay our internet bills? Let's not act like we don't pay our bills. Come on, stop it. It has nothing to do with that. This is just some weak AT&T setup here. I don't know what the deal is. Lock Up Monday, the new name Big Feist that he's clowning. I know, dude. Sorry for the lockups. We're gonna make a change from next week because it's 2 weeks in a row. Last week it didn't get us to the end, but today this is too much. We can't do this. We're gonna do these lives. We're gonna make sure they're legit. We don't want people coming on here and it getting locked up and they never coming back. So we'll get it figured out. Trey Kennard? No, it's not Trey Kennard. I know that for a fact because I know Trey. It's not him, dude. That's the wrong answer. Trey Kennard, by the way, is Ronnie Mac also. Nope, that's wrong, dude. I know that. It's his buddy, though. It's his buddy, but it's not him. I know that one. Who's the dude? Think about it. Who's from the Midwest, a good rider? Everyone thought it was Trey. That's funny. That's a common answer, but it's not. It's not him. That's funny that a lot of people still don't know who it is. Yeah, so sweet. Yeah, I forgot about that. So Big Bang brought us. Cool seeing the old helmets you have. Yeah, man. So if you guys haven't seen that last week's video, I did just a little like journey through the helmets. Told a little bit of the stories behind them. But hey, but one thing I didn't mention, and I felt bad after it, I didn't mention who painted them. And I'm like, oh, I didn't give any like props to the painters. I think I mentioned one time High Jumper because he was the Japanese dude. But I got to give shout outs to Smith Designs. He's painted most of my helmets. Or were painted by him. So, hey, Smith Designs, big shout out. Thanks for all the helmet paint jobs. And I felt bad that I didn't say anything. I know everyone saw the sticker, but still, I should have like gave him props and shouted him out. Because he did paint more. He painted all our helmets. Jim Smith from Menifee, California, Smith Designs. He painted the Malicious helmets for years. And he painted all the Rockstar team helmets for years. And he's painted probably more helmets than me than ever. And I missed out on the shout out and I felt bad about it. I was just kind of, I always do that. I'll like think about what I said. I'll watch a video and then I'm like, wait a second. I didn't even like give many props to Jim. I'm like, oh, dude. And he probably watched the video because he finds me. And then he was probably like, oh yeah, Feist did a video on helmets. And he's probably like, he didn't even give me no love. So Jim, I hope you see this Moto Monday, man. I love you, brother. Thanks for all the cool helmets. That could be it. That's a good one. Jimmy Alverson. I think Mel's onto something.
No, I didn't say it.
Okay, I didn't see it, but hey,
back and forth.
You know what?
Jimmy Alverson.
I think that's correct. I think you're right about that one. So you could be right. I'm just saying you could be right because I don't know if anyone's how secretive it's supposed to be, but it's not Trey Kennard, and it could be that one. All right, so it says, do you still keep up with all you guys from the militia as well as anyone else from the FMX industry? Yeah, so keep up with Deegan, keep up with Twitch. Even Colin Morrison hits me up quite a bit. So yeah, I think all of us, for the most part, are all still good friends. I think we're lifetime friends at this point. You know what I mean? We spent so much time together, did so much together, toured so much together, rode so much together. It's hard to ever lose contact. I talk to Twitch the most, multiple times a week, and Deegan the next. And I mean, I Taka too. I don't want to keep talking. I talk to Taka a lot. Taka too. So I would say Twitch, Taka, Deegan the most, and then Colin Morrison here and there. So I'm thinking this Connecticut. Have you ever done any riding in Connecticut? I feel like I have. Where? Yeah, Southwick, Connecticut. I've rode that national. So yes, I have. And then I'm trying to think. I think that might have been my only track in Connecticut that I have raced. Big Feist would know if we've done any more racing in Connecticut. But other than that, I think I've just done the national. I had another race there that wasn't. Chime in. Let them know if we've been. But I feel like I raced there when I was an amateur before I was pro. But that track is sick. Can you explain what Shaway was? All right, so Shaway was an old clothing company that I had way back in the day. I can't even remember. I'm trying to think of the years that it would have been. I probably could tell by just looking. If I went back downstairs and looked at the helmets and looked at which helmets had Shaway stickers on, I could probably remember what helmets I wore those years and give you a better idea. But it was in the early 2000s, I would think. T-shirt company, clothing company, and it means water. And Shaway of life, the water of life. Bruce Lee style, baby. You could flow, water could flow, or it could crash. Be like water, my friend. Bruce Lee's famous quote, be water, my friend. But it was all Japanese style designs, tattoo style. So it kind of fit. Make it available for some of the people that just you might want to wear it. You might just want to throw it on the wall or something, or years that I just hold on to because I know that you're never going to get them again. Like I have my Feist 26 Metal Militia Signature Series shirt. I have the first time. I have some of the tour shirts that I went on, like the Boom Boom Huck Jam T-shirt. I have the Warp Tour T-shirt. My dad has all them too. He kept all those things. What else? I have my signature DVS shoe with the Shaway symbol on it. They're things that you're never going to get again. So I hold on to them just to keep them, just to say, hey, this is one of a kind at this point because they're nowhere to be found. So that's what I'm saying. If people have been around for a long time and you're fans of like the Shaway stuff from back in the day, grab one just to have it and keep it in the collection. Because once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not going to reprint them. So this is like the last of the bunch. Mel's back in the game here.
You gotta wrap it up here because we hear about every 10 words. We hear like water, Bruce Lee.
All right, Mel saying it's terrible. Hey, I'm sorry it sucks tonight, but we're gonna fix it. We're making some phone calls tomorrow. We're canceling our internet. We're getting it replaced with someone that works. So sorry for the terrible Moto Monday. It's never normally like this. Lock Up Monday. Next remix. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. I tried, and we'll hope be back next week. And if your first time with us, it's never normally like this. I promise it's never this bad. We're gonna switch it up. So thanks again, man. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.